Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt, and I want to talk about the fight that's going to be. I want to make a prediction about the fight that's happening this Saturday, which is tomorrow, which is AJ versus Andy Ruiz. And I don't know. I made a video. I made a prediction video, but I want to make one now. Forgive me sounding kind of funny because I got a little head cold at the same time. So, but I want to make a prediction of this boxing match. What I'm thinking, that's what might happen. I'm not the only one to stand alone, but I think that AJ is going to approach this fight a little bit different from the first fight, of course. Because the first fight, he knocked him down and he rushed in. He tried to knock him out because I think he was, like he said, he was so much thinking about what Deontay Wilder did to Dominic Brazil in his fight, prior to his fight, right? And he was trying to make a statement because this is his first time being in America and having his first fight in America, in New York. Matter of fact, I think it was in Madison Square Garden, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might be in the Barclays Center, but it was in New York, right? And the thing about it is, he was trying to make an impression, but at the same time, he failed, right? So I think he looked at that tape. He sat down and had a look up with his managers, not his manager, but his trainers. He had to sit down and look at that at the tape, the recap of what happened and why he lost the fight, what he did wrong and what he did right. And I don't think they had to look at what he did right, but what he did wrong, and that's the most important thing they had to look at. I guess that's what you'll look at, and that's what most you'll look at in any video or any fight that anybody you happen to fight, right? But he's gonna think a little bit. He's gonna think and approach this fight different, of course, and he's gonna try to box him instead of try to brawl with him. Because I think that's what Andy Ruiz wanted him to do. Because I remember Andy Ruiz said he's gonna run. Anthony Joshua is gonna run, and that's a cold word for a fighter might have a problem with people doing that, as it being like a Floyd Mayweather or a Pernell Whitaker or a Sugar Ray Leonard or Terrence Crawford. Because those are smart fighters. They think those intelligent fighters, skilled fighters, right? Excuse me, but the thing about it is that's what he's gonna do, because he's not an inside fighter. He never been an inside fighter, so I don't expect him to be like that in this fight. Because because you wouldn't do that with Andy Ruiz, because that would give Andy Ruiz the ups on him, the advantage on Anthony Joshua. That's not what Anthony Joshua does anyway. And so when he tried to knock him out or knock him down the second time, Anthony Joshua, he got hit in the head, and he got hit on top of the head. So that's where your I forget what they call it, but that's where of course your brain is at, and then when you get hit in that soft part or that part on top of the head, your body might do a dance move, which he did. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, he's gonna try to outbox him. He's gonna keep him at bay with that jab, hopefully, which he should do, because he's taller than Andy Ruiz, and he's got a longer reach than Andy Ruiz, of course. And the thing about it is, but I think that if he get Andy Ruiz hurt, he might go for the knockout, but I think that might be the last thing on his mind to do. He just want to win a fight, and I think he want to win. I don't think he want to get the win by controversial, a back and forth. Because if he go back and forth, I think Anthony Joshua still will win the fight if he go back and forth. If he go 12 rounds, but Andy Ruiz, for him to win, he would have to. I mean, let me stay on AJ a little bit. Anthony Joshua, he can keep him at bay with that jab, but of course, Andy Ruiz is going to connect to it at the same time. Trust me. But on the way for, I think that, because Anthony Joshua, I don't think he have a great chin. He got an okay chin. He can say he takes certain punches here and there, but certain punches because he been on a canvas, man. Not just in the professional level, but in a sparring match too. At the same time, by what I heard, right? And the thing about it is that could be saying he don't got good defense too at the same time because you should not be getting hit on the chin or in the head like that, right? And that could be a factor. In the rematch, right? That might play a factor in this rematch. And the thing about it is too, at the same time, he's gonna keep him bait with the jab. He's gonna move around the ring at the same time. He's gonna grab when Andy Ruiz get close. He's gonna try to grab him, and I think he should grab him. But Andy Ruiz got fast hands too. You know, like I said, it's gonna connect. It's just how well and Josh is gonna be able to take it. The thing about it is too, at the same time, Andy Ruiz. And I really feel this way. I feel like if we go back and forth, they're gonna give it to Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if Andy Ruiz definitely probably won a round, if he don't knock down Anthony Joshua 2 times, I think he gonna lose his fight. I think the judge is gonna give it to Anthony Joshua. I really feel that way. He's the most popular guy, even though he don't got the belts, but he's still the most popular guy over Andy Ruiz. Look on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I don't know if they got a Facebook account, but even if they have a Facebook account, I think still Anthony Joshua will still be the popular guy. You know what I'm saying? The taller guy, the good looking guy, the one like he should be the heavyweight champion of the world, which he's the former heavyweight champion of the world, right? Andy Ruiz is like a person that's got off the couch and just got into the boxing ring. He's like when you look at him in the first fight, he look like, just looking at him, not saying skill wise, but just looking at him, you look like he's a tomato can. And in this fight right now, I know he holds the belts, it's in his possession, but I think that if it go back and forth, they're gonna give it to AJ, Anthony Joshua. But Andy Ruiz, he still have a shot to win in this fight. I think in order for him to win this fight, he's going to get close to him. You know, of course that he's going to have to. He's got to come forward. He's got to pressure AJ. You know, to make a mistake because he will make a mistake. I would think. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to make him fight your fight, and he will have to do that. I would think, or maybe he might not. It depends on what Andy Ruiz do, and it depends on what Anthony Joshua do. Andy Ruiz, I think, for him to win this fight, of course, pressure him. He got to come forward. He's got to be at his chest. Andy Ruiz took AJ's shot, and he knew how hard he hit, so he got back up, and he was stunned, but he got back up, and he brushed it off. I don't think he's worried about the power of AJ. He got worried about the judges and AJ and what he's gonna do in this fight. What's gonna be brand new, right? I think Andy Ruiz is going to have to knock him down not just one time, 2 times to win this fight, and of course not just 2 times, but he's going to win some rounds too. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's going to be a draw. Somebody's definitely going to come out with the win. I won't be surprised if it do be a draw. I won't be surprised if it do be a draw. But still, Anthony Joshua still have star power, even though he don't got the belts in his possession. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely gonna be looking at this fight. I think a lot of people gonna be looking at this fight. I think the Zone is really gonna make money off this fight. It's gonna this is gonna be his most watched televised fight on their streaming app. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna do really good numbers. I really believe that. I'll be surprised if it don't. You know what I'm saying? Because me and my brother gonna definitely we gonna stay in tune in this fight. We're gonna definitely see. I don't care about who's on undercard. I don't care about none of that. They can, let me tell you something. They can somewhere really have AJ and Ruiz come out and they don't have to have an undercard. Forget the undercard. You know what I'm saying? I look at this fight. I buy the fight because of that. Because of this. Because this is very interesting. It's all about AJ trying to win his, see what he gonna do and see is he gonna fix the mistakes that he did in the first fight, and he's gonna hopefully he's gonna come in with something new, and we're gonna see. But I don't see him gonna be brawling because that's not what he does. You know what I'm saying, and he's not an inside fighter. You know what I'm saying? He don't stay in the pocket and bang with you. He do it sometimes here and there, but not most of the time. That's not what he does. He went away from the game plan a little bit when he knocked down Ruiz, but I guess that's just a fool's gold, because it was the prank was on him, because he basically got knocked down like 3-4 times, right, in that first fight, because he thought he could knock out Ruiz because of what Deontay Wilder did in his previous fight, right? But at the same time, I see it might be a controversial. It might be somebody Ruiz might get robbed. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that he can outbox Anthony Joshua? I'm not saying that, but I don't think Ruiz does that. He's a brawl. He knocks you out and knocks you down. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's a very skilled fighter than Deontay Wilder. I would say that Ruiz. So he does have potential to do that. You know what I'm saying? But are the judges gonna look at it like that? You see, that's the thing. Can he persuade the judge? And if he get 2 knockdowns and then he can win a little bit, like 2 or 3 rounds, you know what I'm saying? They might give it to him. And that's funny when I just said might, because if AJ knocked down Ruiz, he get 2 knockdowns. He can even get 1 knockdown, and they go back and forth. They're gonna give it to AJ. I don't think they're gonna give it to Ruiz. If he get 1 knockdown, they go back and forth. I really don't. I just feel like he still don't have that star power like that. He has star power. It's not like star power like AJ star power, because he held the belts for a longer than Ruiz, and he's the pretty boy. He's the taller fighter at the same time. He's the model. He's the good looking guy. He's got should have the belts, right? So that's what I'm thinking that was going to happen in this fight. It's multiple things that can that might determine who's gonna win this fight, and that's why I definitely gotta see it. And me and my brother definitely gonna be in tune in this fight. So, but what do y'all guys think? Who you think is gonna win this fight? Who you think is gonna? Do you think Andy Ruiz gonna get knocked down? Do you think it's gonna be AJ to get knocked down? How many knockdowns do you think Andy Ruiz need to win this fight? I mean, how many knockdowns do you think AJ need to win this fight? And do you think Andy Ruiz can win this fight by going back and forth with AJ? Or do you think AJ can win this fight going back and forth with Andy Ruiz while getting a knockdown or knockout, especially Andy Ruiz too at the same time? If he don't get a knockdown, knockout, do you think he can win this fight? Do you think it's gonna be a draw? You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's gonna run it back? Don't be surprised if it be a draw. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying to it, because there's politics involved into this fight too. It's more money, but at the same time, what y'all think? Leave a comment at the bottom of my page, subscribe to my page, like my page, hit the notification bell for new videos from me. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.